So as we already discussed about what is meant by utility, so actually it comes under consumer behavior. So this is a separate chapter or topic. So demand and supply. After that, you will be having the consumer behavior. So you must know basic thing about what is meant by consumer. Okay, consumer behavior, all those things. Okay, so any individual or it can be a group of persons. So what is their taste, preference, or the priority, their buying motives, shopping patterns, how it is actually. So you have to understand that, and then only you can produce and supply and distribute that product and services. Okay, then only the customer they get satisfied with your product. So basically, we have to understand what is consumer behavior factors we discussed, and then approaches to consumer behavior. So this is a little bit difference from your marketing subject actually. Approaches to consumer behavior, if you see, one topic is law of diminishing marginal utility, other one is indifference curve analysis. Okay, so under the law of diminishing marginal utility only we were discussing about what is meant by utility. So utility, if you see, means any individual, any consumer, what benefit or the satisfaction he derives from a product or service, that is known as utility. Okay, so the maximum satisfaction that he gets from a product or the service what he has got, from that if he is going to get a maximum utility, maximum benefit or satisfaction, that is known as utility. Okay, so it is usually measured in utils, and total utility, marginal utility. If you take altogether all the if you are consuming different units of commodity, if all the units, if it is going to give you maximum satisfaction, then that is known as total utility. Aggregate. So aggregate, if you are getting satisfaction, total satisfaction from a product, then that is known as total utility. Marginal utility means if you are start to consuming one by one, additionally if you are going to consume one by one, then that is known as marginal utility. So if I am consuming some 10 units, 10 units of apples or oranges, whatever might be, if I'm going to have 10, okay, so that is the total utility. After getting 10, after having 10 apples, if I'm going to consume one by one, 11th unit, 12th unit, like that, then that is known as marginal utility. If I'm going to consume additional one extra more, then from that what benefit I derive, then that is known as marginal utility. Okay, so already we discussed about times of utility, all those things: form, place, utility, time utility, possession utility. So the major topic which we are going to discuss in today's class is law of diminishing marginal utility. So this is a very important question for your economics. So what is meant by law of diminishing marginal utility? Actually, it comes under cardinal utility. Cardinal utility, ordinal utility. We have two types of utility actually. Okay, so cardinal utility, it is proposed by Alfred Marshall, and ordinal utility by J.R. Hicks. Okay, the person name is J.R. Hicks, Hicks. Okay, so cardinal utility, if you see, means you are going to measure in quantitative terms. Okay, so cardinal utility approach kitda law of diminishing marginal utility actually it comes. Ordinal utility, under that only indifference curve approach it comes. Okay, so ordinal utility, it says that you cannot express everything in quantitative aspects, quantitative terms. Instead of that, they are going to give some ranking. Okay, some say a scale of preferences, ranking only you can give. So which combination will give you satisfaction, like that you can give based upon ranking only. You cannot go for a specific like in quantitative terms you cannot express. So that is the viewpoint for indifference curve approach, which comes under ordinal utility. Okay, so cardinal utility, ordinal utility, we have two types. So cardinal utility, it comes under quantitative. You can measure in quantitative terms. So that has been given under cardinal utility. But ordinal utility, it says that you can give only ranking for the products that you consume. Okay, so you can, based upon that, you can get the satisfaction if you provide the ranking accordingly. So that is ordinal utility is about. So the first topic which we are going to discuss here is law of diminishing marginal utility. Actually, what it states, no, if you are going to consume more and more, your marginal utility it starts to decline. Okay, so by for example, if you are going to have one plate of food, okay, so you are very much hungry now. If you are going to have one plate of food now, so you feel utmost satisfaction at that time. Okay, 100% satisfaction you will be getting from that. So after a certain point of time, if you get one more plate of food now, then your satisfaction level it will not be to the extent which you had while your first plate. Okay, anyhow it will get diminished there. Okay, so again one more unit or one more plate if you are going to have means you gradually your satisfaction level, whatever you got in the initial that utility, that same satisfaction you will not be getting for the fourth plate or fifth plate. Okay, so this applies to anything except money, gold, all those things. No, we try to accumulate all times. Okay, so that we that is human nature, right? So only in case of your food, that kind of products only. So those commodities only initially will be having the maximum satisfaction. After consuming the second unit, third unit, all those things, no, automatically our satisfaction level will not be to the peak which was in the earlier. Okay, so that is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Actually, it states about. Okay, so the law of diminishing marginal utility it states that the additional utility gained from an increase in consumption decreases with each subsequent increase in the level of consumption. If you're going to consume more and more, so first, if you see, actually, you will be having a table and graph for this. Okay, so you have to draw a table like this and you will be having a graph for that. Okay, so actually what it says that for the first unit while consuming, no, your total utility will be highest. It will be max increasing. Okay, and your marginal utility will also be increased only there. But if you start consuming the second unit, third unit, fourth unit like this, if you go on consuming to the other units, then what it will happen? Total utility it will increase, but marginal utility no, it will come down. It will decrease after each additional unit of consumption, your total utility will increase and your marginal utility will get decreased. And to a certain point of time where total utility is becoming maximum, that is you'll be having a saturation point for everything. Saturation point means to that peak, to the highest level. So where the total utility is maximum, then your marginal utility it keeps on decreasing. Here you see, after it reaches its saturation point, your marginal utility will become zero. And then after that, no, after the saturation point, your total utility it will also start to decline. Whenever your total utility is decreasing, your marginal utility will become negative. So that is actually it has been dealt with law of diminishing marginal utility. So in simple sense, if you take what is meant by law of diminishing marginal utility means, if you start consuming the first unit of anything, any product, any food, okay, so it can be fruits or whatever might be vegetables or even food, a plate of food or something. Okay, so or biscuits or snacks, something. Okay, so if you are going to consume the first unit, no, you'll be having the maximum satisfaction that time. So after the second unit, if you are going to add up means automatically your consumption will get increased, but your satisfaction will not be the same as usual for the first unit. So that has been explained through law of diminishing marginal utility, and this doesn't apply for money or gold or something. Okay, so that we want to accumulate, we want to have more and more. Okay, so there your marginal utility will not start to decline, all those things. Okay, so we are explaining here only about the food or the food type of commodities only we are explaining here under law of diminishing marginal utility. So you have to provide the table and you have to draw a graph for that. So if you see for the first unit of commodity, while you are having it, your total utility is increasing and your marginal utility will also increase that time. But whenever you start to consume more and more, your total utility will increase to a certain point, but your marginal utility will start to decline, will start to decrease at that point of time. So at a certain point of time where your total utility is to the peak, to the saturation point, your marginal utility still it is decreasing only. But after that, even the total utility will decline. Okay, will decline. But one which is marginal utility already it is declining. No, that will become zero and later on it will become negative. It will keep on diminishing only. So that has been explained with the help of a table and graph here. Okay, so here you have certain assumptions. So first you have to tell about what is meant by law of diminishing marginal utility. So at each and every additional unit, if you are going to consume a product, your marginal utility is going to get decreased. Your satisfaction level will come down. Okay, so that is meant by law of diminishing marginal utility, and your assumptions here it has been given. So here if you see under the assumptions, it comes under actually cardinal utility approach. Okay, so indifference curve it comes under ordinal utility, and law of diminishing marginal utility if you see it comes under cardinal utility approach. It was given by Alfred Marshall. Okay, and if you see everything here quantitative terms only you are expressing, not ranking system or anything you are not going to adapt here. Okay, so you are going to consume each and every unit in reasonable quantity. Okay, so how much you consumed the first time, the same level of quantity only for the second unit, third unit you are going to consume here. Okay, and quality difference you cannot say like that. Okay, so same quality only you are going to maintain throughout your consumption. First unit what quality you had, that same thing, that food same quality only, the second unit, third unit, fourth, fifth unit, everything quantity is also going to remain same and quality is also not going to get affected. So yeah, everything is going to remain here constant. Okay, and then if you see regarding the consumers, they are always rational. This you usually come across in all economic subjects. So consumers are rational behavior. So what is meant by rational means they always want with limited income, they want with lowest price, no, they want to get much satisfaction. That is the usual mindset of all the people, all the consumers or the buyers. So they want to get maximum satisfaction from the product. Benefit derive பண்றது should be more and cost whatever they pay, no, that should be less. With this limited income, utmost satisfaction, how much you are going to get, how much he is going to acquire, so that is important. So that is the rational consumers. So he wants to get maximum satisfaction or the benefit from the product. So all those things only given. So here income is not going to change. Okay, so the price is not going to change. Everything is going to remain constant under law of diminishing marginal utility. So if you have come across this type of question, you have to give an introduction meaning and then assumptions about that, and then you have to explain that law of diminishing marginal utility with the help of a table and graph and conclude. Okay, so you have to tell about law of diminishing marginal utility and its assumptions first of all. So here everything is going to be kept constant. The price of the commodity it's going to vary on, no, it will remain constant. Okay, so for each unit of consumption, price is going to remain constant here. Additional unit one consume பண்ணும்போது here you are going to keep your price as constant. Your income level is going to become constant only. The quality of that food or quantity of that food is going to remain same. So how much unit you consumed for the first time, so the same thing only you're going to consume for the second or the third or the fourth time. Okay, and quality also it's not going to get changed. Everything is going to remain constant here. Okay, so you're going to consume additional units and you're going to find out so total utility and the marginal utility here. Okay, So that is about the law of diminishing marginal utility. So if you see in this graph, so the total utility initially it starts to increase, and up to a certain point it is increasing. Later on it touches the saturation point and it starts to decline. And regarding your marginal utility, first it will increase, but it will start to decline slowly, and when total utility is going to become maximum, that time no, the marginal utility will become zero. So if you see 50, marginal utility starts to decline right from the beginning. Okay, so here from the beginning it's declining, but whenever your total utility is going to be constant at a saturation point, your marginal utility will become zero. And even total utility, if it's declining, means your marginal utility will become negative. It will be diminishing there. Okay, it will get diminished. So that has been explained through law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so you must be knowing what is meant by total utility, what is meant by marginal utility. Okay, so first of all, what is meant by utility you must know. So law of diminishing marginal utility, for every additional unit of consumption, what benefit or satisfaction you are deriving, that has been explained through law of diminishing marginal utility. So it is applicable for all the food products, because initially what we have for the first unit consumption will not be the same level of satisfaction, same taste. If one chocolate is given to you, you will feel utmost satisfaction. When second, third, you will not get derive the benefit what you got for the first unit or first chocolate you were having initially. So that has been explained through law of diminishing marginal. For every increase in the consumption, additional unit of consumption, your maximum satisfaction, your utility will start to decline. It will start to decline. Increase subsequent increase means, if you are going to increase unit by unit, first unit consumption, then second unit, if you are going to keep on increase your consumption, then obviously your satisfaction or the benefit or utility you derive from that, it will start to decline. So that has been explained in law of diminishing marginal utility. And here you are not giving any ranking or scale of preference here. Everything based upon cardinal approach. Cardinal approach, it says that you can measure everything in quantitative terms. In utils you can calculate. Okay, so that has been given. Here you are not going to change anything, quality, quantity, price of the product or income. Everything is going to remain constant only. Only the consumption level you are going to increase unit by unit with same quality and quantity. So you are going to find out the total utility and marginal utility with the help of a table, and you are going to present it in a graph. How the total utility is increasing and later on decreasing after a saturation point, and marginal utility how it starts to decline, and how it becomes zero and negative after that. Okay, is it clear to you, law of diminishing marginal utility? Any
Yes,
questions
ma'am.
you have?